All right, what up? What up? What's going on? What's popping? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What is good? Let me just make sure my shit is streaming right. Because every time I get on this shit, it'll always start saying the stream is low or lagging. So I just want to make sure everything is right. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about the only type of chick that you should ever date. What up, Reggie Adventures in the chat, aka Locker Room, All Money and Jay. Gene was popping, bro. So I'm going to talk about the only type of women you should ever date and deal with. What up, Submax Zero? And no exceptions to this. Okay, no exceptions. And your dating life is going to be way easier. You understand? It's going to be, more beneficial for you when you start dating the types of women I'm going to explain in this video. Right? Now, it's real simple, but there's things you got to do, though. So it's simple, but there's things you got to do. You understand what I'm saying? What up, Quays, Desmond? You already beat me to the punch, Desmond, but I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go in. What up, Liam? What's popping? But before we get into all that, remember, guys, make sure you get How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Go there right now, MrLocario.com, to get your copy of How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the most awesome book ever in the history of books that have ever been created. Make sure you guys get that. You feel what I'm saying? So just go to MrLocario.com to make that shit happen. What up, Ross Goldberg? King Ken, what's good, bro? All right. So, the type of women, or the only type of women that you should date, and my dude Desmond already pointed it out, is easy women. Easy women. Women who are going to make the shit easy for you. You understand? Women who are going to make the shit easy for you. Real simple. Anytime you're dealing with a woman where shit seems difficult, seems like you're pulling teeth, seems like she's, making it hard for you, seems like it's almost like you got to do extra work, put in extra energy, right? You do not want to deal with women who are like that. You understand what I'm saying? You want women who are going to make it easy for you, right? And not just easy one day. I'm talking about easy, period. You understand? So that means from the moment you approach the girl, it should be easy. Meaning that she should be receptive to you. She should actually be wanting to have a conversation with you. Now, if she's not trying to have a conversation with you, or she's giving you a hard time, then you shouldn't be dealing with her. Now, I got to make a distinction here too, is that in this situation where you're approaching women, sometimes the way that women flirt with you, right? They'll do a bunch of goofy shit because they think it's kind of cute or whatever, but it is not necessarily where they're giving you a hard time, or it's not necessarily that they're not into you. It's just a form of flirting, and I'll probably have to do a whole video on that. But even with that, in general, she's making it easy for you by being receptive to you still, and by flirting with you in a certain tone and have a certain energy that's welcoming. You understand what I'm saying? But, in that regard, she's still making it easy, right? A girl who makes it easy for you is a girl you text and she texts you back, or a girl you call and she picks up the phone when you call. A girl you set a date with and she shows up on the date. The girl that you're on the date with and you go in for the kiss and she kisses you. You understand? Easy. Real easy. Right? But see, what a lot of guys do is they get with women or deal with women who are difficult because they think that's the norm. They think it's normal for women to be difficult as fuck and that you just have to go through that. And a lot of guys haven't dealt with women who make it easy for them, so they don't have the experience of dealing with easy women. Right? But see, what you got to understand is that her being easy should be directly correlated with how valuable you know you are. Right? Me and Miles was talking about this a little bit on the Bad Boy show where, you know, you're supposed to expect, and expect is not that great of a word because, you know, you can't really expect shit. You understand what I'm saying? But what you want is that you want all your interactions with women to be easy. You understand? So, you said, what if the women who make it easy for you aren't women you want? Well, why are you talking to women you don't want? Talk to the women you want and then find the ones that you want that make it easy. You feel what I'm saying? See, that's what dudes do. They end up dealing with a whole bunch of chicks they don't want and be like, oh, but I'm only getting fat chicks. Well, why are you fucking with the fat girls? Why are you fucking with the girls you're not attracted to? Spend more time with the girls you're attracted to. You will find women you're attracted to who are also attracted to you, but sometimes what happens is dudes are so scared to get rejected. They don't want to get rejected by the hot girl because they feel like that's going to hurt more. It's like, oh, well, this hot girl rejected me and I'm going to be upset and cry and all this other shit. So they don't bother to deal with those girls. And then because you're scared to get rejected by the hot girls, you also do not get the hot girls who want to fuck with you because you're scared to talk to them, period. So you got to make sure you do that. But what I was saying earlier is that her making it easy is correlated to how valuable you know you are or that you think you are. Because what happens is that if you see yourself as valuable, right, you're going to expect a certain type of treatment. You're going to expect that. You understand? Or I should say, you're going to demand that type of, you know, treatment. Because what happens is this. Let's say if I'm dating a bunch of different women. Let's say within a month, let's say within a month I smash like 4 girls or something like that. Four new random girls that I hollered at or whatever. And then I start seeing all these girls. I start hooking up with them for another 2-3 months. And they're all cooperating. They're all making the shit easy, right? They're all doing that type of shit, right? Now, let's say I meet another girl, a 5th girl, or a 6th girl, who's making it difficult, who's being wishy-washy, who's being all over the place. Because I'm so used to getting it easy, why would I want to deal with those other girls who's making it difficult? Right? Because I'm used to getting shit easy. I'm used to a certain type of lifestyle. So why would I lower my situation to deal with those girls? You understand? Why? It doesn't make sense. So what happens is that you get to a point where you're like, you know, I am only dealing with and fucking with women who are going to make the shit easy for me. Because that's what you become used to. That's what you become accustomed to. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens. That's what you are used to when it comes to, you know, you making shit happen. Hold on, let me make sure this chat is going good. This shit's bugging out. Just make sure this shit is working right. All right, cool. All right, I just had to make sure to check because the chat was acting funny for a second. But anyway, but yeah, that's the thing. You need to make sure that the chick is making it easy for you. Feed me more X. You said you have to take a woman out on multiple dates first before banging her. No, you do not. No, you do not. You said, how do you just expect everything to be easy all the time? Again, the reason why you expect that is because of the type of guy you are. For example, if you were, let's say, for example, if you were a guy who owned a company, right? And people, hire you to do whatever it is, right? And you're used to getting, let's say, $100,000 a project, at least $100,000 a project. And somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want to work with you, but I could only pay you 10 G's. You're going to look at them like they're crazy because you're used to getting $100,000 a project. You're used to a certain level of income. You're used to a certain lifestyle when it comes to you dealing with what you're dealing with. Feed me more extras. Higher quality women want to get to know a guy first, and sometimes it may take months before you bang them. That's normal, bruh. I'm sorry to be the one to give you the bad news, but these women are playing you. These women are playing you. Is that why that's your name? Feed me more X, because the chicks be telling you to feed them more? Go on more dates? Bruh. You can't be serious. You cannot be serious. See, that's how they trick you guys. Y'all start thinking that when you're in a situation with a woman, the more difficult it is, the higher quality she is. That's bullshit. That is, see, shit like that, unfortunately, works on guys who have low self-esteem. You understand what I'm saying? You said every woman you bang made you wait until the third or the sixth date. That is normal, especially in Canada where I live. Bro, that's not normal. You are a guy who they're making wait because they're not sexually attracted to you. So you're going on 6 dates with a woman before she has sex with you? Bruh, stop it. You need to get on the bad boy membership ASAP, as soon as possible, right now. Get on it yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy. King League, you said, what does it mean when a girl gives you her number and she texts you in the same day? Is that high interest? It could be. You know what I'm saying? But it also could be a chick looking for attention. So this is why you got to make sure that you are guiding the interaction. You understand? I'm going to give the number out to call in a second. I'm going to take calls in a second. But this is what I'm trying to explain to you guys. If the woman's not making it easy for you, right, you should not fuck with her. Now, this is the thing, though. This is the key you got to understand. Because there's nothing for free in this life or this situation. And what I mean is, when I say there's nothing for free, I'm not talking about you gotta pay money. What I'm talking about is, when I say there's nothing for free, what I mean is that in order for you to get a woman, right, to make shit easy for you, right? You have to be a certain type of dude. Feed me more X. Yo, for your sake, I hope you're trolling. I really hope you're trolling. Like, for your sake, I hope that you're trolling. Because he's saying, the truth is you got to wait a couple of dates to get the poo-tang. Bro, you really think I'm going to need Feed Me More X to call up. Feed Me More X, what's your first 3 numbers of your phone number? Because I'm going to need you to call up. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But what I'm saying is this, is that in order for you to make shit easy for you, right? This basic shit that chicks should do off the bat to make it easy, like, meet you for a date, text you back when you text her, that's cool. But if you want specific shit to happen, right? If you want specific shit to happen, you need to be a certain type of guy. So, for example, like, and you got to be a guy who has some game. So, for example, my dude Eddie Fuse, shout out to Eddie Fuse. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Eddie Fuse, right? Now, for those who listen to Eddie Fuse, you might have heard him say on a number of different occasions that he doesn't go on dates with these chicks, right? He just tells them to come straight to the crib. My dude Solo TV 84 in the building was popping, bro. He just tells chicks to come straight to the crib, right? So he's looking for the woman to make it easy for him to come, for them to come straight to the crib. So Feed Me More X, you need to listen to this. So my dude Eddie Fuse gets the chicks from the Tinder or the whatever dating site and gets them to come to the crib. Gets them to come to the house. Right? He ain't going on no dates. Right? And so he finds women who makes it easy for him. But in order for that to be easy for him, he has to be at a certain level of game. You understand? So this is why I say that it's not free. It's not just about you saying, bitch, make shit easy for me. It's you have to be the type of guy women want to make shit easy for. Because remember, I said this a long time ago, the more attracted a woman is to you, the more easy she's going to make it for you. So in essence, a lot of times when a woman is not making it easy for you, all she's saying is that she's not that attracted to you. So Feed Me More X, the reason why you're going on all these dates is because these women aren't that attracted to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's why. You know what I mean? This is real simple. It's real simple. But see, when you become that high value dude, you expect that shit to pop off like that. You understand? Feed Me More, you said finding a woman who will make it easy for you is like looking for an ant on the floor. See, that's your perspective, bro. This is why I'm saying you got to step your game up. You understand? Because how is it my dude Eddie Fuse, he's able to just get chicks to come to the crib. He ain't got to go on no dates. Right? So why do you have to go on 5, 6 dates in order to get sex? You understand? Crazy. But Feed Me More X. I want to know what's your first 3 numbers of your phone I want you to call up right now. The calling number is 646-481-3901. That's the call-in number. I'll put it on the screen on the chat. Call-in number is 646-481-3901. We got April MC in the chat. What's going on? Hold on. You. All right, y'all bugging out. What's going on? Who this?
Hey, it's Ross, Southern California.
What's going on, bro?
Not much. How are you?
I'm chilling. What's going on?
Yeah, so remember the other day when we were talking about how, again, men with game and attractiveness, they'll have all the power, right?
Mm.
So now, yeah, I know you're saying that, if men, because they have all these options, they're in high demand, right? It's going to be too hard for any woman, regardless of her level of game, to pin them down. But what if a woman is on point and is attractive? Why isn't it hard to pin her down? Wouldn't she also have a lot of options? What if she becomes hypergamous?
Well, this is the thing. If a woman finds a man who's on point, right? No, Feed Me More X. Give me the first 3 numbers. I need the first 3 numbers. I need to know the first 3 numbers. But if a woman's on point, she'll be able to find a man. But her being able to actually find that guy is hard because that guy's rare. You feel what I'm saying? So if you are that rare guy, if you're that, the small percentage of guys that she wants, then it's going to be easier for you to get her. You feel what I'm saying? Versus you being a man, you can find a bunch of different women that you could fuck with. But for a woman, it's hard for her to find, you know, a on point dude that just wants to stay with her. That's what I'm saying. Like I was saying before, if a woman is on point, right, she's of course going to have dudes that want to have sex with her. But as far as her finding a boyfriend, she's going to get a bunch of beta male dudes who want to be with her, but she's not really into them like that. And the guy she is into, who is the top-notch guy, has a bunch of chicks who wants to fuck with him also. So it's hard for her to pin him down because he can have his pick of whoever. You understand what I'm saying?
But what if she becomes, like, so good in her game and her attractiveness that she, too, becomes, like, that rare girl or woman that all these guys want? And maybe what if she doesn't want to, like, end up committing to, like, a guy because, I don't know, she's having fun, like, just using them.
Yeah, that could happen, too. That could also happen, too. But at the same time, what I'm saying is that woman, if she wants a monogamous relationship with a high-quality dude, that is going to be hard for her to get. Now, she can have a polyamorous relationship with a high-quality dude, but if she wants a monogamous relationship with that high-quality dude, that's going to be the challenge. That's what I'm saying. And this is why do you think women always say, oh, it's so hard to find a man, or I can't find a man, right? But women get, you know, presented with dick all day, right? It's because the reason why it's hard for them to find a man is not that it's hard for them to find a man, because I just did a video about women telling half-truths. Women can find a man. They just can't keep the guy they want. You understand what I'm saying? So they found him. They just can't keep him to themselves. You understand what I'm saying? That's the issue. And so that's the issue with women is that, yeah, they could find a dude that they want, and that guy also may want her, but he's going to usually want other women too. You see what I'm saying?
So what, you're saying that women, they usually don't want other guys, not like guys want other women?
No. Women, look, you got to say something. Women want other dudes. So it could be other guys for sex, right? But what happens is ultimately what most women will want, and this is like this is what women want. Women want the perfect dude. The perfect dude for a woman is a man who she's sexually attracted to, and a guy who is, you know, a provider. So she wants the guy who's sexually attractive and the provider. That's what most women want, right? Now, if they find that guy, usually what happens is that guy is not going to be monogamous with that woman, but that's what she wants. You feel what I'm saying? Now, while she's trying to find that guy, she's still having sex with other dudes. She still likes to have sex with other guys, or she's going to use other guys for attention. She could use other guys for money and all this other stuff. So there's a lot of different reasons why women will fuck with multiple dudes. You feel what I'm saying? They'll fuck with multiple dudes for sex, fuck with multiple dudes for attention, fuck with multiple dudes for money and all this other shit. But ultimately, at the end of the day, what she wants is to settle down. When she's ready to settle down, she wants to settle down with a guy who she's sexually attracted to and who's a provider. The problem is women can only usually find either or. They can either find the guy who's sexually attractive but isn't going to be the provider type of dude, or she can find the guy who's the provider type of dude, but she's not sexually attracted to him. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying is harder for women to get what they want, you know, even if she's on point, versus a man to get what he wants if he's on point. You understand what I'm saying?
I see. So they're not just monogamous, or are they more monogamous than men are? Ultimately, you're saying they'd rather be just with
say that again?
Women, they'd rather be with one person more so than men do?
No, not necessarily. That's the confusing part that for a lot of guys. It's not that she wants to just be with one dude. You understand? It's that she wants to have a main guy that is the combination of sexually attractive and a provider. Now, let's say she has that. There are going to be some women who still want to have sex with other men. But let's say for sake of argument, she's not really that interested in having sex with other men. She's just, at the moment, she likes to just fuck the guy she's with, that she's sexually attracted to, and who's providing. what's going to happen is she's also still going to want multiple men for other things. She's going to want other guys to pay her attention. She's going to want other guys to flirt with her on Instagram and in her DMs and all that other shit. She's going to want other guys to be in her friend zone. So women still want multiple men for different reasons. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's up to you to make sure that if you want sex from a woman, make sure that that's the reason why she's having sex with you. I mean, the reason why she's dealing with you, because she wants to have sex with you. Not because she wants to be your friend, or not because she wants attention. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing you got to understand. So it's not that women are more monogamous than men. That's not the case at all. What it is that women want more of a relationship, long-term type of thing, right, in general, but that still does not make the woman want to only have sex with that guy or only be around that guy. But she wants that main guy there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, so it's harder for her to keep a main guy around that she's attracted to, the long term, that is for a guy to keep, a main chick.
Right.
That he's really attracted to and wants to commit to for the long haul. Exactly.
And so that's what I'm saying. There's all these different dynamics that go along. So a lot of guys, even when they talk about women, they talk about women having options. Now, women have options on the front end, but it's not really the options they want. That's what I'm saying. You feel what I mean?
Okay.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, my brother.
Right.
I got to get a few more of these out here, man. I'm going to holler at you. All right.
All right. Thanks again.
Oh, my bad. I cut him off a little quick. I still want Feed Me More to call up Feed Me More. I want you to call up. I want Feed Me More X to call up right now. 646-481-3901. I want Feed Me More to call up. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. 646-481-3901. Okay, is this him? I think this is him. You, what's popping? You. You gotta speak up a little bit. Is this Feed Me More? You. What's popping? Is this Feed Me More X?
Yeah, this is Feed Me More X. I'm calling from Canada.
All right, what's going on, bro?
You hear me?
I can hear you. You good? So what's going on with you?
I watch your videos, and I'm not saying your videos are bad or anything. I agree with a lot of stuff you're talking about, but it's just I just don't agree with what you were talking about today, because I'm from Canada, and in Canada, a lot of girls are very different over here, and I've actually been to New York, and I've been there once, and it's very different, and I just don't agree with meeting a woman on first date and having sex with her, and even conceiving the possibility of that. I just don't think it's possible,
So hold on, let me stop you right there. So you don't think that there's any man who has ever went on a first date with a woman and had sex with her on that night? You don't think that happens?
No, I think it's possible, but I'm just saying it's far and few between.
And why do you think that?
Well, you have to factor in a lot of things, because I think a lot of it is to do with, type. If you're not the girl's type, if the girl isn't attracted to you, the motives of the girl, for example, I'm Canadian, and when I went to the United States, I didn't get any girls simply because I was Canadian, and I wasn't their type, So I think a lot of it is to do if you're the type, and I honestly don't believe in this game stuff. The game definitely does work if you apply it at the right time, but I just think for the majority of guys, it's not going to work the way you say it's going to work. You do make a lot of good videos, and you definitely are one of the top dating coaches in my opinion, but I just don't think that your advice works for every guy out there. I just don't believe it.
Mm.
I just don't see how that's possible, man.
No, but I'm just asking
you.
I'm just asking you what makes you believe that it's hard or that it's going to be difficult for a woman to want to have sex with a guy she just met. Because what I'm asking you is this: because what it sounds like is that you don't believe that women have high sex drives.
No, they do have high sex drives, but the women who have sex with you on the first date are not virtuous women.
They're not what? They're not. Hold on. They're not what?
They're not virtuous women.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So let's say a woman has sex with you on the 4th or 5th date, right? And then that same woman meets another guy and she has sex with him on the first night. Is she now a not virtuous woman? Like, cause she made you wait for dates, but she had sex with this guy on the first date. What type of chick is she now?
Then that's just a chick that's lying. Pretty much, she's a liar.
But how is she a liar?
Because obviously she was saying to the guy who she didn't sleep with on the first date that she wouldn't do that. But
okay, so all right, so is that what happened in your situations? Have you been in a situation where you wanted to sleep with a woman and she was like, I don't do that on the first date?
Yes, loads of times.
Okay, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you. What I'm trying to explain to you is that the women that you say aren't virtuous because they sleep with guys on the first date are the same exact women who make guys wait. So what I'm saying is all those women you went on all those 4 or 5th dates with, there's other guys that they didn't go on dates with, that they had sex with on the first night. You understand? Or just randomly met them at a bar, had sex with them, that night. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah, but my ex-girlfriend, when I met her, she don't let me fuck her on the first date. I went on a couple days, so I had to go on 5 days with her before.
Right, but see, that's exactly my point. You just said my ex-girlfriend, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
That's usually what happens when a woman makes you wait. That's usually boyfriend grooming. Women usually make guys who they want as their boyfriends to wait. Do you understand that?
Yeah, but she made all the guys she's been with before wait.
Is that what she told you? Is that what she told you?
Yeah, she told me that.
She's lying to you, bro. What are you talking about?
So my sister is lying as well.
Yes,
that's just sick, bro. That's disgusting. I don't believe that, man. So you're saying my sister's a liar as well? My sister, has a boyfriend, and she said she didn't even have sex with him until the 9th month.
So wait, hold on. How old is your sister?
My sister's 21.
Your sister's 21. When did she lose her virginity?
I don't even know when she lost her virginity, bro. I don't know.
Okay. So what I'm saying is this. I'm saying that in general, this is what you have to understand, is that, because see, what's happening to you now is that your reality is that women, you have to wait a while to have sex with women because that's what you're experiencing. What I'm trying to tell you is and this is not rare. This happens every day. There are a number of dudes out there who meet women and they have sex with those women as soon as they meet them. You understand? Meaning a guy can meet a woman at a bar and have sex with her in the bathroom within 20 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? This happens a lot. Right? Guys meet women.
Amy, can you close the door for me? I'm on the call to Locario. Okay, thanks. Sorry, can you?
And also, guys will meet women and have sex with them in parking lots in their car. Right? And they just met the woman. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that you think that there's this process that you have to go through where you got to take a woman on 4 or 5 dates and have sex with her. My question to you is this, though. If you could, would you rather have sex with a woman without having to go on a bunch of dates? Yes or no? I just wanted to see where your head's at. You still there? Yo, you still there? Oh, I think he must have ended, and he must have like something happened. Something happened. He had to go on another date. He had to go on another date. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, Locario, what's good, man?
What's popping off? What's going on?
Yo,
wait, hold on for a second. I'm gonna call you. Call me right back. I gotta get this dude back on the phone. Call right back. Hold on. Hold on. Yo, so okay, is this Feed Me More again?
Yeah, this Feed Me More. Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay.
My sister walked into the room and she just got a mic. She watches your videos as well, by the way, and she actually she disagrees.
Put your sister on the phone. Put your sister on the phone.
No, she's downstairs. She won't come up. I already asked her before. I was like, would you ever do that? She was like, no.
All right. So now, let me ask you a question. If you could have sex without going on a bunch of dates, would you do it?
Yes, I would. Absolutely. But that's not possible.
How is it? Oh, my goodness. So you basically you're saying that you would go on a date. You would have sex without going on a bunch of dates.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
If I was a player like you, but I'm not a player.
So
I want.
What do you want? I want to know what you want.
I want high quality women.
And what's a high quality woman? What's a high quality woman? What's a high quality woman? Damn, this dude's phone be freaking crazy right here, man. Jesus. All right, bro. We're going to have to let you go. We have to take some more calls. Bruh, I don't know what to tell you, man. I do not know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you. Bro, what's up with your phone, my dude? What's up with your phone?
Hey, sorry, I just had a battery problem. It keeps. I've fixed it now because I've attached my phone to the charger.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
so now we all right. So it's the last time. If you hang up again, I'm gonna have to move on. What I'm saying is this. You just said that you would like to have sex without having to go on all these dates, correct?
Yes.
Right. So my question to you is, why are you not trying to do that?
Because I want high quality women.
Okay, and what's so you're saying high quality women don't have sex quickly?
Yes, they don't have sex quickly.
Why not?
Because that's not a virtuous woman. That's a woman that's prone to STDs, being mentally, fucked in the head, all that stuff. She's mentally inviting herself to demons.
Okay, wait, so how so how is you waiting 4 or 5 dates make her high quality?
Because the woman has to get comfortable with you. There's a lot of guys that rape girls, that put pressure themselves on girls. You have to, you can't just take the cake out the oven when it's not baked. You have to bake the cake first.
No, but this is what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying is that same girl who you waited the 6th date to have sex with, she is also having sex with guys on the 1st date or no date at all. I'm trying to see if you understand that.
So you're basically saying that my ex-girlfriend fucked other guys leading up to when we had sex.
Yes. How long it took y'all to have sex?
Like, it took us about 3 months.
3 months. So you trying to tell me that your ex-girlfriend, and how old are you? How old are you, by the way, actually?
I'm 34.
You're 34?
Yeah.
And how old is your ex-girlfriend?
She was 23.
Your ex-girlfriend's 23. And do you know, did she tell you when she lost her virginity?
Yeah, she lost her virginity when she was 17.
Okay, so your ex-girl lost her virginity at 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 7 years before she met you. Do you think that within those 7 years, she was making every guy she met wait 3 months or longer to have sex with her?
Probably.
Bruh, this is the problem. This is what I really want you to get this through your head. Women love to have sex. You understand what I'm saying? Women love dick. And because a woman likes to have sex, that has nothing to do with her being high quality or not. You can have a woman who's high quality, who has a lot of sex, or you could have a woman who's low quality, who has hardly no sex. Sex has nothing to do with the actual quality of the person. You understand that? Now, a person could be having sex because they have issues, meaning a person may be looking for love through sex and being reckless with sex. But if a person is actually having a lot of sex, they're being responsible, they're being careful, doing whatever they need to do, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I want you to understand is that 95 to probably 98% of the women that you meet are out here having a lot of sex. When they meet you, though, this is what is usually happening, is that they're making you wait because you have more of a boyfriend vibe. You believe, because look, I'm sure, have you ever dated a woman and talked about this stuff you're telling me right now, saying that a high quality woman doesn't have sex quickly? Do you tell this to the women that you're dating?
No, I don't.
Okay, but you have that vibe though. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is this. If a guy, for example, a guy who gets sex quickly, when he goes on a date with a woman, right, he escalates sexually. So when you're on a date with a girl, do you kiss her and touch her and do all that other stuff?
Yeah, I actually do that.
Right.
You know?
And then what happens when you do that?
You know, I sometimes ask, you know, would you like to leave? You know, would you like to come back to my spot? You know, sometimes you say yes. And there was one time, you know, I brought a girl back to my spot and we didn't do anything, you know, because we just wanted an intellectual, stimulating time together. It's not always about sex. You know, your videos, you always talk about sex. You know, it's like
wait, hold on. So you were kissing a girl and touching her on the date, and then you said, "Hey, come back to my place," and she said, "Cool." And then when y'all got back to your place, y'all just talked.
Yeah,
bruh. Why did y'all just talk? Why didn't you want to have sex?
Because you know, I didn't want to do that. You know, she wanted to have sex with me.
Wait. So wait, you didn't wait. So you didn't want to. So wait. So you didn't want to have sex with her?
No.
So why'd you bring her back to your place?
So I can show her, you know, my resources and the things that I got. So she can see that I'm a provider. You know, I provide and protect her like a true alpha male. That's what a man is to provide and protect. You know, to breed kids into the world and bring those kids up into the world to be strong men.
See, this is what I'm telling you.
You should be teaching.
This is what I'm telling you, bro. This is what I'm telling you. You got to be trolling. I pray to God you're trolling. I really hope you like. I'm looking in the comments. They saying you trolling. I pray to fucking God, Jesus, Zeus, the Holy Trinity, all that shit that you are fucking trolling. Because if you're not trolling, it's gonna be hard for you, fam. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be hard for you, my dude.
I'm trolling,
See, exactly. He trolling. He's a trolling ass dude. There we go. Anyway, this motherfucker. This motherfucker trolling. I was like, I know some dude can't be that terrible. But dudes are actually out there that terrible. That shit is terrible, bro. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, man, that last caller was a waste of fucking time, bro.
Exactly. I'm like, this motherfucker on some goofy shit.
We've been telling you that, yo, like, we be texting, like, he's trolling. We knew that shit, bro.
No, but that's the thing. There's dudes out there who are actually like him that's not trolling. So that's the hard part
true,
about this
man.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's true because I work at the gym and there's that dude, bro. Like, he's an investor. He got like 6 homes.
Right.
No homo. Good looking dude, bro. He haven't had sex for 2 fucking years, dog.
Right.
I'm like, yo, how the fuck, man? Like, he's like, he have no game. He doesn't like women. He said girls are all like this and that. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, so you're right. There are dudes out there that are like that. So
right.
Know what I mean? So, yo, quick question, dog. This may be like off topic and all that. So, at my job, right?
Right.
I got this chick. Like, she's like been giving me like she's just signal and all that, but she's a virgin now. I mean, she's 24 years old. She's a virgin, and then she's like, well, she's waiting to get married to like before she have sex. But I'll be at work doing my job and everything, but everybody at work, like, keep telling me that she likes me and everything. She always want to be around me. So, do you think she's like a Christian whore, or do you think like I should just say, yo, like, don't even waste my time on her?
Wait, so you said, hold on. So you said it's a girl at your job?
Yeah, she's 24 years old. She's a virgin, right? She never had a boyfriend. She's in school right now. She's like, she has her family and her life. She's like very family oriented and all that. But people at work be telling me that she likes me because she's always around me. Like, she always like, it's like so obvious. People at work be like, yo, like, she got a crush on you. Like, she always all around me and all that. But she's a virgin, and then she's 25. She said she want to wait before she get married. She always said that to other people at work. But do you think she's like being a Christian whore towards me, or do you think like I can actually break this girl like into fucking her? Because I told her I don't need no girlfriend. She knows that I'm a player, go out all the time. I don't know if that kind of attract her, or what do you think it is?
Well, first of all, what makes you think she's a virgin?
But that's what she said to everybody at work. Like, we work, there's like 10 people that
First of all, why is she even telling people at work she's a virgin? Like, why would she need to say that?
Because when people ask her that she has a boyfriend, she said no, she doesn't have a boyfriend. She never had a boyfriend before. She's actually a virgin. That's what she said. And then where I work, we have older people that work there, like in their 30, 40, 50 years.
Well, see, this is the thing. This is the thing, though. Yeah. Usually, you know, most of the time, in most cases, you shouldn't be even fucking with chicks at your job. You feel what I'm saying? That's one.
I know.
But do you have this book? Do you have How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day?
Do I have that book?
Yes.
Bro, I got everything that you have. Like, okay. I'm good. It's just like with that chick, I'm trying to figure it out. Like,
no, but you should know in the book, I have a whole chapter on how to fuck with your coworkers. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta.
And then I watched the videos about that. You said one time invite her to go out with your friends and shit like that. You said that in one of your videos. But the thing about it, I'm trying to like figure it out. Like, do I have a chance? I mean, because she's a virgin, she's 25. She said she wanna get married before she has sex, but she all over fucking me, dog. Like, all over me. Always wanna sit down next to me.
Bruh.
Always talking to me.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Listen. All of that shit you asking is not going to make a difference until you see. I don't even want to give it away because it's in the book. It's in chapter 5 in the book. How to fuck with your coworkers. You feel what I'm saying? It's all there. You're asking me stuff that's already in the book.
Answer that, can you answer this? Just that one question. Do you think she's an attention whore? Do you think I have a chance? Because
no, but this is what I'm saying. All the questions you're asking, you will find out when you do the exact thing I say in the chapter. That's how you're going to find out. Because you can't find out if she's an attention whore at work. You understand what I'm saying? You can't find out if she's, you know, whatever the fuck, if she's lying. You're not going to find that out at the office or wherever the fuck you're working at. You're not going to find that out. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to happen because... Go ahead, what you saying?
But to be real, though, do you think a guy like me that I always go out, I always have girls coming over to my crib, do you think she will actually give her V card to a dude that don't want to have no girlfriend, always sitting around? That's the thing, though. Do you think that's, like, realistic?
So, say that again?
So she knows that I always go out, like, I always have a lot of girls come over to my crib. But the fact that she's a virgin, do you think she will actually let a nigga fuck her?
Well, first of all, you don't even know if she's a virgin. That's one. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
She's just talking shit at work. Second, you don't even know if this girl is really interested in you because you're at work.
I'm trying to find out, bro.
But this is what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is that the thing that I talked about in that chapter tells you how to holler at the girls at work. Once you do that thing, because I don't even think you got the book. You probably don't got the book. That's why you keep talking. You feel what I'm saying?
I watched the videos about that, though. You said...
No. I asked you, do you have the book? Yes or no?
I said, do I have the book? No, I don't have the
book. Exactly. You just said you had the book. See, I know you ain't got the book. Because if you had the book, you would know exactly what to do when you're trying to holler at your coworkers, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. So all you got to do, get the book. It'll tell you exactly what to do, and you'll find out if the girl is an attention whore, if the girl is actually trying to make something happen with you, and that's how you make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all dudes is funny as hell. Y'all be trying to, like, this is why the game is hard for y'all. Because y'all be trying all these different fucking ways to get around doing the work. You understand what I'm saying? The book is only freaking, the ebook is $27. That's nothing.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm telling you, get the book and holler at the chick how you supposed to holler at her at work. Because first of all, I don't encourage dudes to holler at chicks at work. The only reason why I even put it in the book is because I know a bunch of dudes keep hollering at chicks at work. So I want to make sure dudes is doing it the right way so they don't get fired. You understand? So that you don't, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Go to MrLocario.com, get the book, and read that shit, do what it says, and you'll be all right.
What chapter you said? Chapter 5, right?
I think it's chapter 5. But get the book and read the whole book. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, dog.
All right, man. I'm holla. All right, peace. Yeah. See, dudes be playing games, man. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. Y'all, dudes calling up patrolling, dudes calling up, they ain't read the damn book. And then they wonder why. Then those will be the same people talking about, yo, the game don't work. The game don't work. The game is, no, y'all not fucking with the game. That's why the game ain't working for you. You understand what I'm saying? He said he gonna go straight to chapter 5. Oh my God. Hilarious. Shit is hilarious. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yeah, Mr.
Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Hey, what's up, man? This is LG from Florida.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on?
Chilling.
I just wanted to chime in because that guy was trying to fish for information. He thought he was slick.
Mm-hmm.
Not so slick.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's just say, for example, and hopefully you're still watching the show, let's just say, for hypothetical sake, that girl is a virgin and she never had a boyfriend and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
If he ends up smashing, in my opinion, what's going to happen if she really is a virgin, she's going to become attached because that's her first.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if he's a quote-unquote player like he says he is, and he's fucking around with other girls, she's not going to like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to cause problems at work, and that's just unnecessary drama.
Exactly.
The best thing I would say, leave that shit alone, man.
Nigga, I'm telling you,
fuck with bitches at your job.
You know why dudes be fucking with girls at their job? It's because they're comfortable there. Yeah, they're lazy. That's what I'm saying. That's laziness. Because dudes just be at work, but they don't take time to go out after work, go out on the weekend to actually meet women. You feel what I'm saying? So they just surrounded by the girls they out at work, and they try to work on that. And I'm like, yo, don't do that shit. That shit is goofy. But dudes still gonna keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely. And I'm the same person that Locker Room called about saying, I'm the one that I told you the other day, I was supposed to have a date with this girl last Thursday, and I didn't go because I thought, well, the first girl flaked on me, so she's gonna flake on me.
Right.
The game is about constantly learning. You're always improving, And what I would have to say is that even if you're fucking busy, because I don't like to drink. I'm a fitness junkie. I love to eat, train, sleep, and just lift weights.
Right.
But I found there's no fucking excuse. I work Monday through Friday. You go into a grocery store, there's bitches there. If you go to the GNC, there's bitches there.
Right.
You're walking down the street, there's bitches there. So when people think they don't have time, how many girls do you cross paths with on a daily basis?
Right, exactly.
You're gonna tell me that you can't holler at least 5 of them?
Mm-hmm. Right, but dudes don't want to put in that work.
Listen with the bullshit.
They don't want to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But I just wanted to speak my truth real quick. I'm gonna let you go. I know you got other callers.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, man. I'm gonna holla. Peace. All right. So yeah, man. Dudes got it. They got to get up on this game, bro. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, dudes wanna get shit going without actually having to put in any work. You understand? Crazy. April MC in the chat. You up there arguing with Costas? Costas is always talking some other shit. Oh my Jesus. Costas is another one that I really need to learn the game. It's terrible. But this is what happens though. This is YouTube for you. You feel what I'm saying? This is the internet for you. You got a lot of people. See, a lot of people be thinking that, you know, they be watching YouTube and shit, and they be you know, looking at people's views and all this other shit. And they'll see somebody with a lot of views and they're like, oh, this motherfucker is popping, or he must know what he's talking about. But a lot of those views are from people who are idiots. You understand what I'm saying? Usually. Because usually, and I was watching an RSD video and RSD Tyler was talking about this. He was saying a lot of times when you have like something very popular and it has to do with like coaching, self-help, you know, any type of that type of thing, it's usually coping type of information. It's not really action-based information. You understand? He said something to the effect of that where, like, for example, like a Derek Jackson, shout out to him, but one of the main reasons why he's popular is because he has coping advice for women. He doesn't really, you know, fucking, like, put women to the test. He doesn't really, you know, tell women about taking action and doing shit that's going to make them the best that they can be. He just says, hey, girl, you know, these guys out here are intimidated by your beauty, and it don't matter that you're 300 pounds and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? And so women gravitate to that because that's coping. See, people like to cope. They don't like to take action. See, a lot of the information about taking action isn't popular. This is why, you know, you got dudes, the dude that just called up, I'm like, yo, all you got to do is buy the fucking book, read what the book says, and take action. But dudes don't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. It's crazy. The caller number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of motherfuckers who do that. King League said Costas never calls because I'll shut down his argument. Oh man. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Locario? This is LaShawn.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Just out here getting the reps in.
That's what's up.
That's what it takes. But listen, man. My question is, well, first let me start off by saying this. Okay, when I'm out here, you know, interacting with these chicks, I've noticed that my game when I'm talking, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good when I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
However, what I have noticed is when I'm talking, that it's me that's mostly like, how can I put it? Like, okay, what I have to do is I need to put the interaction on these chicks rather than me filling the spaces when it gets quiet.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So you're saying that you're doing most of the talking and guiding more of the conversation and stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, dude. And my question was like, how do I get them to invest in the conversation rather than just responding to what I'm talking about? Like, what type of questions do I get?
Well, the thing is this. When you're first approaching a girl or talking to a girl, it's usually going to be you doing most of the talking at first anyway. You understand what I'm saying? Right. That's gonna have to happen. You understand? Because what it is so let's say you're at a bar, at a club, or even, you know, in the street, and some chicks just chilling at a park, whatever. When you first start talking to the woman, the burden of carrying the conversation always has to be on you anyway, right? Then as that's going on, then the way to bring shit out of her, you feel what I'm saying, is that you have to ask, you know, deeper questions. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, and this is how it goes. This is like you're stacking question on question and getting deeper in different situations. So, for example, let's say if you talk to some chick in the park and you're having a conversation with her, and let's say she's reading a book, and you say, what's that book you're reading? And she's like, oh, it's Think and Grow Rich, And then so you're like, oh, so are you interested in getting rich? And she's like, well, yeah, I'm kind of like a business person. I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, really? What made you want to get into entrepreneurial stuff? You feel what I'm saying? So you're asking her about herself and getting deeper into the questions about her, which makes her interested in talking to you. Because what you got to understand is that people like to talk about themselves. So if you get the person to talk about themselves and you get deeper into the shit that they like to do or that they're interested in, that makes them open up more. But you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so the thing is, instead of just bouncing from topic to topic, just get deeper in one topic. And then when you get the deepest in that point, usually what will happen is that they'll start responding to you and they'll ask you questions. You see what I mean? But it's just remember, the burden of the conversation is you first, creating the situation for the conversation to happen. Then while that's happening, you ask them questions, but ask them questions stacked on each other. So let's say, for example, you say to a chick, oh, so what do you do for work? And she's like, oh, I'm a nurse. And you'd be like, oh, so what made you want to become a nurse? And she'd be like, oh, because, I like helping people and all that other stuff. And he's like, oh, what makes you want to like help people? Is that like a passion? You know what I mean? So you're getting deeper into the conversation on that same level of that topic. You see what I'm saying? That's the easiest way to pull shit out of a chick because what most guys do is they'll ask a question. They'll be like, oh, so where you from? And then she'll be like, Brooklyn. And then they'll say, oh, so did you see that movie the other day? Like they just start randomly going all over the place.
Elaborate on it.
Yeah, right, exactly. So you need to get a little deeper into the shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And one more question. This is another thing I've noticed. The rejection part. It's not so much. Okay, so like I'm completely past like feeling bad when you get rejected because I understand it's a part of the process, like you said. But what I've noticed, and I want you to tell me what you think about this. What I've noticed is that when the rejections that I do get, they're not like go away type of rejections. It's almost as if they reject me because it felt as if like they was intimidated by me in a way because I felt like I felt like my game was on point, like the eye contact was there, the voice tonality was there, all that. But like the way they rejected me, it was like they were, mind you, in contact. Their friends were right there too. But I know that played a part in it. But like the way they did it, it was like they were interested, but they said no. You feel me? Like,
right.
What you think about that?
Well, yeah, women will do that. A lot of different. They'll do that in certain situations because, remember, a woman's rejection, meaning like when we reject women, when we reject them, it's after the fact. So sometimes women will reject you beforehand so that they don't get rejected. You understand what I'm saying? So meaning.
But I'm approaching them like trying to get with them. So why would they feel rejected?
No. This is what I mean. Let's say, okay, let's turn the scenario around. You approach this girl, and she says, and you say, hey, give me a number. She gives you the number. You say, hey, meet me at this spot. You meet at the spot. You fuck the shit out of her, and then you never call her again. You just rejected her. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So what a woman is thinking sometimes is, I'm going to say no, even though I like this guy, because he looks like the type of guy who may fuck the shit out of me and never call me again. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how some of them think. You see what I mean? So this is why you'll get times where it seems like she likes you, but then she'll still say no, or you know what I'm saying? It's that type of shit.
Yeah, that's why. Can I tell you a quick story real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Talking about. Okay, so I was at this one coffee shop that, I try to visit a different coffee shop every day to, increase the amount of women that I run into.
Right.
But I was at this one joint, and it was a group of three, and I walk over to them and introduce myself to the whole group, but I basically tell the group that, hey, I saw this one chick, and I thought you looked pretty cute, so I wanted to come over and speak with you. And the friends are like, "Oh my God, that's so sweet," and they eventually leave me and the chick alone to talk.
Right.
So as I'm talking to this chick, she's smiling, giggling, all that. But when I eventually get ready to close the deal, she says some, what the hell did she say? She said something to the likes of, maybe next time when I see you, I'll give you my number, because then that would be a sign from the universe or something that it's meant to be. Some dumb shit like that. So, you know, I was like, I wasn't sweating it. I was like, all right, cool, you know. And, so I walk away, you know, get my coffee, and you know, and there was this older lady that I started just chatting it up with, and as I saw the group of threes leaving, and as I was talking to this lady, the chick that I was talking to, like as she walks past me, she rubs me on the shoulder and it's like bye. And I was like, all right, bye, have a good one.
Right.
You know, so that's basically what it was. And like, would you consider? Do you think that was a situation to where, like you just said, that she was interested, but she didn't want to feel that rejection on the back end? Is that what that was?
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be that, but there's a bunch of different reasons. See, I always say whenever a chick doesn't cooperate, right, and doesn't make the shit happen, it doesn't necessarily matter what the reason is, but it just shows you that she is her desire for you wasn't as strong as her, let's say, her fear for the situation. So just like I said, where situations where a chick could be on some, I don't want to deal with him because later on he might play me, right? It could be that. It could be that situation. Or she could have had a boyfriend. You feel what I'm saying? So women still like attention. You feel what I'm saying? So they'll take the attention, but then because they got a boyfriend and she don't want to cheat on him, she's like, oh, well, if I see you next time and blah, blah, blah. You see what I mean? That type of shit. You see what I mean? So it's always some other shit, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. At the end of the day is, did she, you know, comply? And if she didn't, then it don't even really mean nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me?
Yeah, dude. But yeah, man, appreciate that. That was something I just figured was weird. I had to get some insight on that.
Nah, that's what's up. But that's dope though that you out here, you know, approaching and doing what you got to do. That's how you got to do it. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's a lot of dudes out here.
It's the only way to learn, man.
Exactly. There's a lot of dudes out here scared as fuck. You feel what I'm saying?
It's the only way to do it. And Locario, I know you saw my email when I was telling you how I'm starting to record myself. And I suggest this to every other dude who's out there doing the game. I don't know if you got.
Well, you got it. Well, with that thing is this: if you got to be careful with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's certain legal things that you gotta be careful of depending on what state you in. You're not necessarily supposed to record without them knowing. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, I don't. It's not like, well, dude, I don't do it to like post online and whatnot.
No, but I'm saying even if you don't, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful with that too. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just saying check your city and state. Make sure because I know some places where it could. I think it might be legal to do it without them knowing. But I know there's certain states where both parties have to know you're recording. And this is one of the main reasons why I never really did any of those infill type of videos, because doing them joints is actually illegal. And I know in New York it's illegal. Like I can't go and film some girl and record her without her knowing I'm recording her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that's the thing. So you gotta definitely, you know, like look out for those things. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, that's good to know though. But still. Hey, I think it's really helpful though to like go back and listen to the audio and just pick it apart. Be like,
right.
Oh, I found this. I could have done that better. I could have said this a little bit different. But yeah, it's good practice, man. And,
right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You're doing a good thing out here.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm out. Peace. All right. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this? You.
Yo, Mr. Locario.
What's poppin'? What's going on?
Alright, so, okay, so I got a story to tell you, and I want you to basically explain what is actually going on, because I was just a little bit taken off by...
Alright, you gotta make it quick. Make it quick.
Alright, so I went over, right, and I see this bad chick, right? She blonde hair, thick, light skin. So I approached, and within the approach, it seemed like she wanted me to talk to her, but at the same time, she was hesitant as far as it's like she wanted to leave, but at the same time, she was just trying to hear what I had to say, and it's like I had to. In the approach, I had to dominate the situation as far as letting her know that I'm here so that she could stay. So she was listening to what I was saying. We walk over while she's walking and I'm walking. We walk over to her sister. So, I'm spitting that game. I'm like, I'm talking to her sister. I'm like, yo, she acting like she don't want me when in reality she do want me. Why she acting like that? And her sister looked at me and looked at her and was like, she wants you. And I'm like, I know she want me, but how do you know that she want me? And her sister was like, cause you her type. And it just, in my head, like, I had to keep my composure. But in my head, I was so confused. Like, if I'm your type, right? Why the hell are you acting like this? And, we ended up exchanging numbers and whatnot. And I like to be real with chicks. So she, over the phone, I'm talking to her. And I told her, listen, my intentions is to fuck. And she was like, you younger than me type shit. And I was like, I just want to fuck. She hanged up, and that was it. I kept moving. But my question is, why the hell did that happen? Like, I'm so confused as far as me being her type. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the thing is, and this even, like, kind of goes with what the last caller was talking about, is that you have to understand women, and this is what all you guys have to think about when you're dealing with women, right? I might have to put it on a t-shirt or something, but understand that women are goofy. You understand what I'm saying? They're goofy. So what women do is, in the moment, right, they'll do shit a lot of times because of attention. Right? So there are times when a woman is actually doing something because she's interested in you. She's actually sexually attracted to you. She wants to make something happen with you. That happens. But there are times where women do things because of attention. And that's really it. They're doing things to feed their ego. They're doing things because in the moment, they just like all that attention you're giving them. But they're not really serious about what the hell is happening in the moment. You understand what I'm saying? They're not serious about it. So what I like is that what I would have said to you, what I would suggest is that before you get a girl's number or give her your number, let her know you want to fuck before you even do that. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't have to call her and tell her that you want to do it. So tell her beforehand so that she can either accept or reject the number in the first place. So you ain't got to even deal with her. Be like, look, this is what I want to do. Let me get your number, or here's my number. Let's make that happen, the next time we meet up, or whatever it is, right? But also, this is what I'm saying. You have to understand that women, and let's say for sake of argument, she actually wanted to have sex with you, right? Let's say for sake of argument, she did, or she was thinking about that, or she was sexually attracted to you, whatever the fuck it was. At that moment, she could have felt that way, and then when you called her, she felt a different way. You understand? And that's just how it goes a lot of times when you're first dealing with women. And I said this before. Women, the time where women are the most fickle and flaky and all over the place is when you first start dealing with them. When you first meet a girl off a dating site, when you first meet a girl in the street, when you first meet a girl at a bar, when a girl when she doesn't have any emotional attachment to you, this is when she's the most flaky and fickle, because at this moment, you're not, essentially not that important to her at this moment. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're just another guy who she might think is cute, or another guy who she might be interested in, but there's no emotional attachment there for her to care that much. So this is why sometimes, you be with a girl, everything seems cool. You could be even kissing a girl you just met, and then you get her number and you hit her up the next day or 2 days later and she don't return the call. And you're like, what the fuck happened? You feel what I'm saying? Why? Like, why she hit me up? And it's because you're not emotionally relevant at that moment. You feel what I'm saying? So in those situations, it doesn't really matter. This is why you got to play the numbers game. You just keep it moving to the next girl. You ain't even got to worry or think about any of that shit. And there's a lot of different reasons why a chick won't be responsive. her ex-boyfriend could have called her or some shit and want to get back with her. You know, she just changed her mind. She's feeling fucked up about some other shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is how women act. This is how women act. Usually. If you call a girl that likes you, if she's in a bad mood, she may not want to talk to you or text you back because she's in a bad mood, even though she likes you. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is you won't get a text back or a call back or whatever just because she's in a funky mood, right? Now, you would think, well, damn, what her funky mood got to do with me? It ain't got to do shit with you. But because she is in a funky mood, that's how she's going to react. You know what I'm saying? That's just how she's going to respond because she's in that mood. That has nothing to do with you. And that governs how she does shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just how shit is.
Mr. Locario, let me just say this. I've been approaching hundreds of chicks, right? And I just want to tell everybody everybody that's watching, y'all need to really start listening to Mr. Locario. I'm talking about on like your normal videos. I'm not even talking about bad boy membership. Y'all take the little advice that he gives on the normal videos, y'all would see y'all game improve. I've been approaching hundreds of chicks, right? And my fear of approaching women has dissipated so far.
That's what's up.
And you know, that's what's up. And the earlier story that I was telling you about was one of the 100 chicks that I've been approaching, right? But something that I also noticed is, as you said, their women are really alike. Like, it's mind blowing. Like, my game has gotten better as far as reading women. So there are women that I approach, and you know, my intentions is to fuck. So I wouldn't bring that up early in the situation because I'm reading a body language. Okay, she's not interested, so I shouldn't be telling this female that I want to fuck because I might get the cops called to me. Right. You know, and alright, so let me tell her that I want to fuck. You feel me? Or the women that I would get their numbers. I remember one week I got like 30 women's numbers. All of them slate. And I'm like, yo, these women are fickle there.
That's how it happens sometimes.
In the approach, it would seem all good. We're talking, we're making eye contact, we're touching, whatnot. So I'm like, bet this gonna be, you know. And then when I call her up, she's not answering.
Right.
Oh wait, I realized I took too long. I took a week. I should have hit her up that day or within the 24-hour mark. You feel me?
Right.
So then I was like, you know what? I gotta get on the bad boy membership because if these women are fickle as hell, how can I get them involved emotionally with me? So it's just so much that goes into it. But this is why men need to approach women consistently because it works on their game. Because I've gotten better with women. I see how they act similar. It's just crazy, man. So appreciate it, Mr. Locario.
That's what's up, bro, man. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother.
Yeah.
I'm a holla. Peace.
All right, sir. Thank you.
All right, later, man. Man. You know what I'm saying? That was Miles' son from before. Yeah, that was that dude right there. That was the dude right there. You, what's going on?
Yo, Locario, what's good?
What's popping?
Yo, how long are you gonna be in this? So I know how fast I need to go with the questions.
Nah, go fast as you can, bro. Go ahead.
All right. So I met this chick on Tinder the other day, right? And I was talking to her a little bit, and I tried to set a date for a Wednesday, and I was talking to her on a Sunday. And she said she had school, and after school she had practice, so she couldn't do the weekdays. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it next Sunday. So that was a week from when I was talking to her, right? And then I remember you said after you set the date, don't talk to the chick. Only send a text of confirmation. Like, I think the day before or the same day, something like that.
Right, yeah.
So, Locario, Saturday come. I sent her a text, right?
Right.
I said, hey, so-and-so, are we still on for tomorrow? You know what she said, Locario?
What?
She said, you haven't spoken to me all week, so honestly, I forgot. I work from 1 to 6 tomorrow. I was like, oh my.
That chick ain't forget.
God.
That chick ain't forget.
You said,
that chick ain't forget. Or if she forgot, she forgot because she wasn't interested. It wasn't because you didn't call her. And think about what she just said. Think about what she just said. Because you didn't call me, I forgot.
No, speak to her, meaning text and shit. And she put a laughing emoji after that shit too, Locario.
That's what I'm saying. She playing them games. She playing them games. That's a chick you charge to the game. That's a chick you charge to the game. Cause she goofy. Cause she said she said she had to work.
Yeah, because okay,
she goofy. She ain't. She on some bullshit.
Sunday is because she said that was her day off. You feel me?
Right.
Saturday and Sunday is where her thing's off. So that's why I picked Sunday. And I even extended my hand, Locario. I said, "Do you have a car?" So I know which place to pick to set the date because I have a car. You feel me? So it's not a distance is not a problem to me. So I even extended my hand. I said, "Do you have a car?" She said, "No." So I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna pick a place that's a little closer to you."
Right.
But she still had the audacity to say, "You haven't spoken to me all week, so honestly, I forgot." Laughing emoji. So I just sent a text. I was like, I just sent a text. I said, "The ball is in your court if you're trying to meet." You feel me?
Right.
But my thing is, I'm like, bro. So it's like, it's not my responsibility to maintain your memory, my nigga. You feel me?
But that's what I'm saying. She's bullshitting. Understand? Anything besides the chick talking about yes, we meeting. Yes, let's make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Again, when a chick, this is what I was saying with the title of the show. You want the chicks who's gonna make it easy for you. You understand what I'm saying? She's being difficult, so she's charged. She's done. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got. Because I'm like, these women, like, it's like the tolerance level. Like, we gotta have low tolerance for this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, low tolerance for this shit.
I didn't fuck with it at all, bro.
Right.
But which brings me to my next question, right? Because there was that one time you said a chick is not going to chase you until she experiences you, right?
Right.
So here's what I'm asking. Do I have to chase her until she experiences me so she can get to chase me?
No, you have to pursue a woman, get her to come and fuck with you, and then get her. Then she can chase you. So what I mean by pursuing is, see, there's a difference between pursuing and chasing. And you just got to understand the difference. Pursuing is, I meet a chick, right? I exchange numbers with her or whatever. I text her the next day. I say, hey, let's meet for drinks on this day. She says, cool. We meet for drinks. We have a good time. Maybe we have sex. And then, I go home and then she hits me up the next week or I hit her up the next week and then she keeps hitting me up more than I'm hitting her up. Now she's starting to chase me because, she's experienced me. Now, chasing would be if I meet a girl, I get her number, and I text her and say, hey, let's meet up for a drink. And then she doesn't respond. And then I hit her up again 2 days later, and she doesn't respond. And then I hit her up that's chasing. You see what I'm saying? So all you need to do is get a situation where a girl is going to be responsive to your pursuit. And then once she's responsive to that, then when she's experienced the type of guy you are and all the other shit, then you can get her in the cycle of chasing you. You understand? Because usually what happens is if the girl's really interested in you and really feeling you, she'll end up hitting you up before you even hit her back up in a lot of cases. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Which is the best position to be in.
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? But that's how you know when a chick is really feeling you, when she's usually reaching out to you more than you're even reaching out to her. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So last question, right? Last one. So I think I'm about tired of this online dating shit, and I kind of want to. I feel like I experienced it enough to know what it's about. So now I kind of want to experience cold approaching and shit. Like, you feel me? I want to get my cold approaching numbers up. The only problem I have, Locario, most of my boys, they already have girlfriends and shit. They're not trying to go out on some, on some pulling up type of shit. And I got other friends and they don't be down for it. So I'm kind of the only guy I know that's on that type of shit. Like, where do you think I can find dudes that's on that type of shit too? You feel me?
Well, you got to go out by yourself and do it, and then you're gonna find other dudes out there doing it. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I found friends who I would go out with sometimes and approach chicks because I was out by myself. And then I seen another dude out by himself. and then we chop it up, and then be like, yo, holler at me next time you're coming out to one of these spots or something like that. But in general, you want to be able to do it by yourself anyway. You want to be able to have that energy to do shit by yourself, like, just off the bat. You understand what I'm saying? And then once you're out there by yourself, you'll run into other guys that you'll see hollering at chicks. And a lot of guys who do this want other guys to do that with, because it's a lot, it's fun to do that with a friend. So you just see the guy be like, yo, I see you hollering at chicks out here. A lot of these dudes don't be doing it. Let's like hang out sometime and get some more of these girls. You know what I'm saying? And then you do it that way. You feel what I mean?
For sure.
All right.
I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do it, bro. Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Appreciate the call.
Man.
All right, peace. Later. Cool. All right. So the caller number 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901. Hold on. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
What?
Yo,
this is Locario. How you doing? It's Clear Noise.
I'm chilling. What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, man. Just saw your live stream up, and I caught a little bit of it, but I wanted to take this opportunity to see if you can answer a very, a question of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So like, there's a topic you and Miles touched before about being love. You operate out of love, out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of noticed that a little bit, like, people that like are pretty much like either too thirsty or scared pretty much operate out of fear. But when you find the right balance, is like it's pretty much operating out of love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that basically what you guys are saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, because you're asking, do people operate out of fear or love? Is that what you're asking?
No. I'm what I'm trying to get to is that is operating out of love. Is that practice?
You saying that
like if you condition yourself to give love and get love,
mm-hmm.
because it seems like that's something you got to get used to get conditioned to.
Well, the thing is this is it's just about being aware at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Having a certain type of awareness and being conscious of what you're saying, what you're doing. Being aware of how you affect other people. You know what I'm saying? And also being aware of how you feel about yourself, because there's a lot of like, for example, even on YouTube, man, I was watching, I don't know, some of y'all might know this girl, this chick named Shira7 or some shit or whatever, and she got this channel where she be teaching girls like how to fucking lie to dudes and it's just a bunch of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
And it's like, and so the thing is that you have people out there who they don't see themselves, or they don't really like love themselves, so then they act in fucked up ways towards other people. You understand what I'm saying? So it starts with you first. You feel what I'm saying? It starts with the individual first loving themselves, and then they can extend that also out to other people and do other things. Because a lot of times, the reason why you deal with a lot of fucked up people is because they feel fucked up within themselves. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. And most people don't admit it, or they're not even aware of it.
Right.
They're so used to it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The reason I ask is just because, like, whenever I go out and I'm doing my thing, I'm not gonna lie, I stopped going out kind of lazy for the past couple of weeks. But I'm trying to go back out again, and it's kind of like re-emulating that feeling of, like, I guess, like, worthy. Yeah, if I'm gonna be blunt, if you're worthy, it's kind of like I gotta recondition myself. It's kind of like I gotta get back into that mind state where talking to a chick is basically like, it's almost like chicks or women are just familiar to you. And when you're rusty, it's kind of like they're not, and that makes it even harder. But when you get your momentum going, it's easier to operate. It's easier to give. It's easier to give.
Mm-hmm.
That's why now I'm starting to understand why you say giving attention doesn't really fucking matter. Just do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like just to give. But,
Right.
I guess getting back to the point. Yeah, getting back to the point is just. It's kind of like I have to recondition myself on how to love or how to give and stuff like that. It's just like wild.
Well, the thing is, it's also, you know, again, like I was saying before, a lot of this shit starts with yourself, but also being, you know, you gotta be aware of yourself too, because a lot of times you may be doing certain things or have certain triggers or act out in certain ways that you're not even really conscious about, which can cause you to react in certain ways towards other people, and then that makes it hard for you to give and to love and to do all this other stuff. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta really, you know, I always tell people it starts with them looking at themselves and figuring their shit out first before they can do anything else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. A little bit. Yeah, it's a little clear, but basically, I agree with that.
That's what's up, man. But yo, bro, appreciate the call, my brother. I gotta get a few more of these. I'ma holler at you, man.
All right, man.
Peace. All right, you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Hit the like button. Get the likes up. Get those likes up, people. Yo, what's going on? Yo.
Yo, oh my God, nigga got through. Locario.
What's going on, bro?
What's happening, bro?
Chilling. What's good with you?
Man, bro, like a nigga needs some help, man. Like, seriously, bro.
What's going on?
Man, you know, I was in the comments, you know, I was talking to K Zag, and like a nigga been single, man, like 8 years, bro. Like, it's been a minute. But I'm not down in them. I'm in the same position as them. That's why we call them. But I'm not like them. Like I used to always have a lot of women, a lot of bitches. But something just happened to me, and it just fucked up my confidence.
Like what? What happened?
Well, I mean, like a lot of financial things. You know, like I spent time, like, you know, where I had to rent out a rooming house and shit like that. I was even homeless. And, you know, it just kind of fucked with my confidence, but it fucks with me because all my homeboys who get all these bitches, I mean, I got homeboys who got bitches leaving them numbers on their cars and that. You know what I'm saying? But they'll come to me, asking me for tips, because they know I got it. In my case, I just don't know how to apply it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do? And trust me when I say, I was a bad boy member. Right now, I'm just not, because I'm kind of in a situation with some workers' comp that I injured at work. But if you ask me anything about your bad boy membership, I can answer. I ain't like the guy who called earlier. Right.
So what do you want though out of the game though? What do you want to happen? Are you trying to just have sex with more women? You trying to get a girlfriend? Like what's your goal?
I'm trying to get these bitches, man. It's been 8 years, bro.
But I'm saying, you trying to smash, or what are you trying to do? Like, you just trying to smash? Or you trying to get a girlfriend? Like, what are you, like, specifically? What are you trying to do?
Basically, just smash, man. I'm not even trying to be in a relationship right now.
So it's been 8 years since you smashed a chick?
Oh, well, no, it ain't been 8 years. I mean, embarrassing to say, but it is what it is. You know, I done got on with a couple of prostitutes a couple of times.
Oh my goodness! No, I'm talking about non-prostitutes. What people who aren't prostitutes? So it's been 8 years since you had sex with a woman who's not a prostitute.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
No lie.
Jesus.
Yeah, bro. Like it's serious, bro.
So why do you? Okay. So what is it to where you feel like you need to get the prostitutes? Like what trouble are you having just getting these chicks out here? Like what's the issue?
It's just the confidence thing.
So it's the confidence.
I guess it's just because I know the people who I surround myself with, they don't have no problems like getting women. Like I said, it's nothing for them for us to come outside and the chick left their number on the car for them and shit. Now I'm seeing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm one of these guys who do know looks don't completely matter. I do know this. You know, I'm not completely blind to the game. You know, I just lost some stuff like over the years, and I don't know where it came from. I mean, I don't know exactly what happened. I'm just trying to figure out what can I do to get my confidence back to, you know what I'm saying?
And so why do you not feel confident? Like, what makes you not feel confident?
Honestly, I guess it's because of people who I be around. You know what I'm saying?
So it's basically because so what it is you're comparing yourself to the other guys that you cool with, and that's making you feel bad about your situation. Is that what you're saying?
Embarrassing as it is, kind of, sort of, yeah.
Right.
Kind of, sort of.
Right.
You know, because they don't have to worry. You know, I know you always told us, you know, I've listened to you for years. I know you've been telling us, approach. But, you know, I just see all my other guys, they don't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying that your other friends don't have to approach?
Fuck no.
Of course they do. They bullshitting you. They all bullshitting you. All of them. Every last one of them is lying.
No. Don't get me wrong. I know they do. Now, you know, because, you know, I talked to my boy, they get submitted. Yeah, I mean, hell yeah, I give it. I don't say nothing because I don't talk about it. You ain't supposed to worry about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But see, this is what's happening though. Your perception is, because like you were saying, you're like, oh, they getting chicks, you know, giving their phone numbers on the car and shit. How many times has that happened?
All the time, bro.
Like every day, every week that happens. A random chick just gives them the number on their car windshield.
Well, okay, I ain't gonna say it happens every week like that, you know what I'm saying? But I've just seen how women just throw themselves at them, or we'll be out somewhere and women just connect with their eyes off them. You know what I'm saying? Me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like today I was like, man, you know what? I'm sitting here, I'm motivated, I'm gonna go out hard to get some chicks, and it just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I was just devastated, like, man, come on.
Because see, this is what's actually happening. What's happening is that you're comparing your situation with your friends, but you're also exaggerating and blowing up their situation to make it seem more extravagant than it really is. So you're thinking, damn, like, you know, they got all this shit popping off, and I don't really have the shit popping off like I wanted to, and I'm upset that they don't have to do as much as I would need to do. That's what you're thinking. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is that those same guys, they're putting in work if they're getting that type of result. You feel what I'm saying? And also their mindset, their confidence is at, you know, higher, which is why they're getting those situations. Yeah. But what I'll say for you is, don't pay attention or don't compare yourself to them. You feel what I'm saying? Only compare yourself to yourself. You see what I mean? So if you're like, hey, you know, I talked to you know, a few girls this week, you know, and then the week after that, you're like, I'm gonna talk to a few more than I did last week, and I'm gonna get more numbers, get more interactions, get more shit popping off. So you just compare yourself to yourself. You feel what I mean? And so don't take time to worry about, because every time when you're looking at what the fuck they're doing, that's diminishing your confidence because you're comparing yourself to somebody else who you think is having more success or doing better than you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's keeping you in that same loop. Right. So what I'm saying is, don't focus on them, focus on you. Just only compare yourself to yourself. And then you'll start to actually see more progress. So for example, let's say you go out and you approach 15 girls, and let's say none of them, you know, give you the number or anything. And then next week you go out, you're like, all right, I'm gonna approach 20 girls. So you already approached more girls than you did last week, and let's say 2 of them gave you the number. You see what I'm saying? So all you're doing is saying, I'm doing way better this week than I did last week. And then that can build your confidence to make you feel better about your situation versus worrying about what's going on with all these other motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you, bro. I swear to God, I hear you. What you're saying is the absolute truth. But it just don't work that way for me because it's just, you know, I can be dressed. I could be the fly motherfucker fucking in the mall, wherever I'm at. And I just don't even bother paying me no attention. Yeah, I might get like a some fat chick or something like that. And I ain't knocking guys who like fat chick. For me, I just understand a guy who likes fat women. You know what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm saying. Because you just said you be looking fly and they not paying you any attention. Why are you worried about who's paying you attention?
Because I'm always I'm always gonna look a woman in their eye when I see them anyway. You know, I ain't that kind of guy who would. Like I said, I used to have it. You know what I'm saying? I just lost it over the years. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't the kind of guy that's gonna not notice when a bitch is giving you choosing signals. Not saying that that's the main thing that you need to look at, but I guess kind of like what you said. I see women giving my boys choosing signals all the time, and I guess it just fuck with me mentally because I can't get that.
That's what I'm saying. You keep comparing yourself to your boys. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue.
And I know, but I guess just because the fact, like I said, my nigga, man, it been down there a decade, bro. Like,
and this is the thing. This is the thing. You don't really know what's happening with your boys. You feel what I'm saying? Because just because a chick is giving a dude a choosing signal, and also this is what you got to understand. It's all the stuff you saying is probably not even happening like you think it's happening. The mind plays a trick on you to find or look for what you're thinking about. You feel what I'm saying? So, for example, you could be chilling with your boy or whatever, and a woman could be just looking in your direction. She could be looking past your boy, but you think she's looking at your boy because that's what you think always happens. You see what I'm saying? And so you're already coming up with things to make the shit happen in the way that you think it's supposed to. It's just like when dudes be talking about, only good-looking guys is getting women. A guy who thinks that, he's only going to notice the good-looking guys in his city with women. He's not going to notice all the average-looking dudes because his mind is saying, look for good-looking guys who got women. So the same thing is going on in your mind. You're paying so much attention to your boy doing whatever he's doing, and then you're making the story connect that this girl's giving him choosing signals. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're doing. So what I'm saying is you gotta block all that shit out, and you have to have tunnel vision for you, but also you have to go get the shit. Because let's say, for example, for sake of argument, your boy is getting a bunch of choosing signals, right? Let's say chicks are just throwing it at him like crazy, right?
Yeah.
What that got to do with you? You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, and that's the thing. See, I know that has nothing to do with me. It's just the fact that I just can't get out there and get myself established like that. You know, like, I don't know what happened. You know, like I said, like, the game was just basically boiling in. I got it from my father. I mean, that's a real quick 5-second example. I had a chick who was fronting on me getting married. My pop seen me talking to her. He said he had a 30-second conversation with her. 30 seconds later, she was in there sucking the skin off my dick. You see what I'm saying? So the game was born in me. I just lost it over the years.
But see, you didn't lose it. You're just so focused on comparing yourself to your boys. That's all. This is literally all that's it. All it is. And see, this is what happening. You see that your boys is getting, choosing signals or whatever it is. Let's say that's happening. You're saying, I want that same thing to happen to me. So I want it to happen that way. I don't feel like having to go and approach. I don't feel like having to go and cold approach and do none of that shit. I see it's happening that way to them. So I want it to happen that way for me. You feel what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Let's say it is happening that way for them, but it's not happening that way for you. You still have to do what you need to do for you. You feel what I'm saying? That's like me being friends with fucking Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates. And I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers making millions of dollars every day. And I'm only making this amount. And damn, why? Like, it don't matter. If I want to make millions of dollars, I need to do what the fuck I need to do to make millions of dollars. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You have to do what you need to do for you. This is what I'm saying. It's like you still keep worrying about how shit is going for them. And so what it is that you're trying to create a situation to get it just like them, so you don't have to fucking go and approach chicks. That's what it sounds like.
Well, honestly, you're like halfway right, but I do know that I have to approach. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not dumb enough to think that you can't approach women. But trust me when I say, like, man, like my best friend, he's short. He's only 5'6". So yes, he get rejected by women too, based on his height. But I know the majority of the time women love them, and I guess in my case, I'm comparing them because I've been single for so long. Like I gotta hear my fantasy, so it's my women through them because I don't have any.
Well, that's because you're not focusing on yourself. You keep focusing on them, and you're like, damn, they got this shit going on, and that's making you feel bad about yourself. This is what I'm saying. So what happens is because you're feeling bad about yourself, that's going to make it harder for you to get the women. Because this is what you got to understand.
No doubt.
This is a lot of this shit is energy, right? So some of your boys, the reason why they're getting this type of responses they're getting from women is because they're already giving off a confident energy. But what I'm saying,
I agree with that.
Right. So what you're doing is that you're giving off an insecure energy, which makes it harder for you to get the shit popping off with certain women, and then which is going to make the cycle continue of you having that insecurity. You feel what I'm saying? Which is going to make it harder for you to get the shit popping. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I really do. And I've been trying to work on that energy. And like I said today, I was going.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is all you need to do is compare yourself to yourself. That's it. That's all you need to do. All the other stuff with you worrying about your friends and trying to that's not helping you. You feel what I'm saying? That's not helping you. I'm telling you, you have to stay so tunnel vision on your own shit. You see what I'm saying? And that's gonna build your confidence, because what happens is that if, like, I'll just use the business example. I compare myself to myself. I'm not comparing myself to fucking Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying? So I say, wow, I made this much this year and I made this much last year. I made way more this year than I made last year. So now I'm like, shit, that's dope. You understand what I'm saying? But if I'm like, damn, I didn't make as much as Bill Gates. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit that's going to get you down that spiral of fucking feeling some type of way. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
All right, bro.
I really do know what you mean.
All right, man. Well, hit me up on the 30-minute game session. Go to MrLocario.com if you need a consultation. Holla at your boy. You feel what I'm saying?
No doubt.
All right, man. I'm holla. Peace. All right. Yeah, you guys don't be comparing yourself to all these people. What's going on?
Cold approaches don't really work. You know, if you put yourself in social situations.
Wait, hold on. Who is this? What's going on?
Now, what's up, bro? This Dre now, fool. I was listening to the last.
Cause I'm like, this nigga just called on my.
So funny, dog.
What's going on?
Nah. Hey, but I'm subscribed to the Patreon, and there was like a video you did. You and Miles on the Bad Boy show, y'all was talking about like patience. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you were joking, but you was like, y'all have a homeboy that you say get more play than you because he's more patient. But I see you always say also like sometimes patience can require you to wait a lot of time, especially like with these random. So you know what I'm saying? Elaborate on that, Locario. I was like, yo, so okay. They saying that it's better to be patient, or it's saying it's more better to not. You know what I'm saying? Not.
Well, that's the thing. It depends on your level of tolerance. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm the type of person where I like for shit to be to move. Like I don't like to be stagnant. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is, you still have to have a level of patience in some regard when you're dealing with women. But depending on the amount of patience you have, depends on how much time and energy you want to put into the situation. So I'll have patience with a chick up until a point, but my patience is still small. Like where I was saying with one of my boys, this motherfucker, like for example, we was out at some spot, and he was talking to some chick. We got there maybe like 8 o'clock or some shit, right?
Right.
And he started talking to this girl around maybe 8:30. And we stayed there until about maybe like midnight or some shit. And he's still talking to the same chick, the same girl, the whole fucking time, right? And then we left the spot. So me, him, and the girl left the spot. Then we went to another spot. He's still talking to the same chick, right? So we go to another spot, and it's going on maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, nigga, I'm out. I'm out of here, right? So I hit the dude up the next morning, or like, you know, like probably like the next afternoon or some shit. I hit him up maybe noon or some shit. This dude said, yo, I just got home a half an hour ago. So he's been talking to this girl from last night at 8:30 up until about 10:30, something like that. And he didn't even hit. He didn't even smash. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't even smash.
What? Oh, so wait, so that was the dude y'all was talking about in the show who you said he... Oh, so he didn't... I thought you were saying he did.
No. What I'm saying is, in that particular situation, he didn't smash. But there are other times where he smashed. But what I'm saying is that he just has a lot of patience to deal with women.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because to me, I don't like I have to really like a chick to be able to have a conversation with her. Because if y'all notice, even the way I teach, you know, I teach guys to get to the point quickly, to not really spend a lot of time on the phone with a chick and all this other stuff. And the reason why I say that is because I know a lot of guys are like me, where they don't have patience like that. They don't even, most dudes, if they're honest with themselves, don't really want to have long, drawn-out conversations with women. We don't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, most dudes will really want to fucking just, you know, talk to a chick like they ordering something at McDonald's. Like, they want to go up to a girl and be like, listen, let me get some titties, let me get some ass, and supersize that head you about to give me, and that's it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to fucking, you know what I mean, have this long-ass shit. But my boy, because he knows women like to talk, right? He has patience to fucking talk to them all day. You feel what I'm saying? He has that skill. And so some dudes are like that, where they could fucking sit there and talk to a woman about nothing for 3 hours. And it's like, I can't do that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And even though he can play, I can see when he do fail, man, that shit is just, it's like all that time you wasted, bro. Like, I see what you're saying. So your way is, to me, the better option, because you say, like, the time he didn't meet, it's like, bro, you wasted all that time for what? Like,
right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you want to be more efficient with your shit. Because, see, this is how I look at it. I look at it like this, is that a woman can only talk to me like that, or spend a lot of time talking to me, if she's my girlfriend or wife. If you're not my girlfriend or wife, you can't fucking get that type of energy from me. It's not gonna happen. Like, I can't do that shit, because it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? Like women love to fucking like, yo, the other day, right? I was fucking I walked past this homeless lady, and she's like, hey, can I get $1 or whatever? So I walked past her, and I was like, shit, let me go back and get this woman $1, right? And then there was another girl, there was a chick who she stopped and was like, hey, can I get $1? And the girl looks at the homeless lady and she's like, oh, hey, you know, I'm sorry, I don't really have $1 because, you know, I didn't go to the bank today and I'm actually rushing home to cook dinner. And I'm looking at, as I'm walking back to this homeless lady, the lady's looking at this lady like, yo, I just wanted $1. I don't want your whole fucking life story. And I just started laughing because I'm like, why is this lady conversing with this homeless woman about all this extra shit? But this is how a lot of women talk. Like, women love to fucking talk, bro. They love it. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the thing where a woman has to earn the right to have all that conversation with me. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Like, you can't just give a woman that shit, because it, first of all, it does nothing for you. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just a bunch of yapping. You feel what I'm saying? A bunch of yapping. And so that's why it's like, my boy who's so patient, he likes to talk, and he's able to, and this is what I'm saying, where That's what I'm saying. Where he's able to get a lot of different women is because he's tapping into the shit that women like to do. You understand what I'm saying? It's the equivalent of meeting a girl who like sucks your dick as soon as she meets you every time you meet her. You know, you hang out with her. You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all just cool. Right. But every time y'all chill, she'd be like, hey, you want me to suck your dick? You'd be like, hell fucking yeah. And you would love that chick. Right. You feel what I'm saying? You'd be like, this chick is awesome. That's how chicks look at my boy, because he likes to talk to them. You feel what I'm saying?
So my boy, he wrote, because we both subscribed, but he wrote from his account, so he put in the comment. But you know, I know y'all get flooded with a lot of, so I guess you like it kind of got overlapped some way. But he was like, in your opinion, which way is more? Would you say is more optimal? Like more optimal? Like get to the point, or like you say, go your homeboy route as far as the patient. Like I don't know.
Oh no. See, it's way more optimal to get to the point. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Women, see, you know those wind up dolls that you wind up and they just start running around in a circle and shit and just, you know, doing all that shit, just fucking going all over the place. That's women. You understand what I'm saying? So now you as the man, when you talk to a woman, you have to fucking guide the conversation to where it needs to go. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you ever talk to a woman, if any of you guys are talking to a woman and you notice that the conversation is just going nowhere, and when I say nowhere, meaning y'all just talking about bullshit. That means that the woman is guiding the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? The point of you guiding the conversation is to make sure that you do not get caught up in the nonsense, because you can end up getting caught up in the nonsense when you're dealing with a woman. Because a lot of guys who don't understand game or who don't understand the shit, they're just happy talking to a girl. So they'll just be talking to her about a whole bunch of shit. She'll ask them a whole bunch of stuff. But the thing is, you got to know how to guide the conversation to where you need it to go. So if I'm talking to a girl, even when I do online, if I'm on Tinder, first thing is, yo, what's good? What you doing this weekend? We should get a drink, right? And then I said, when are you free? That's all I want to know. When are you free? When so we can meet up. That's all I need to know. So when she responds to that, she's like, oh, I'm free Friday. Cool. Let's meet up at this place. You know, let's get over here. She's like, okay, sounds good. Boom. I see you Friday. We're done. Conversation over. It's over. I'm good. We ain't got to talk no more until the day of the date. I don't even want to hear shit. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the thing. You have to be able to guide that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Like that, shout out to everything, like you say, man. When you're on these phones, like especially the first phone conversation, man, that shit got to be what he called it, productive conversation.
Right,
like,
exactly. It got to be productive. Facts. Shout out to Zach and 20, because dude, like a lot of dudes they'll just let a girl talk, and I'm like, don't fucking do that, bro. Like you gotta be on some you have to fucking guide her to where you need the situation to go, because a chick will talk about a bunch of shit randomly forever. You understand what I'm saying? A chick will talk and talk and talk forever, and she's soaking up all that fucking attention that you're giving her, and now she's fucking full of energy, and you're drained. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, 100%.
That's what it is.
I appreciate you, know what I'm saying, for dropping more elaboration on that, dog, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I learned a lot of things from you. And niggas who need these receipts, man, me calling in, giving this testimony, that's the receipts right there.
Exactly. Facts.
Goofy internet shit. Nigga, I could do that all day, bro. Like, I got homies who do that goofy shit, like put a badass bitch on their Instagram and act like they put. Don't believe the internet shit. Bro.
Exactly.
Right here.
That's all front ass shit.
When you apply what he's talking about, that shit.
Exactly.
But, I appreciate it though, bro. But one more thing, man. When you code approach, you got to put yourself in social situations with regularity. I don't want to let you know that, bro. Like, do that, Locario.
That's what's up. Yeah, definitely on that cold approach shit. You gotta do that shit consistently to make that shit just normal.
I was talking about that goofy comment, long war route. You talking about put yourself in social situations.
Oh yeah. Nah, yeah, that dude Lone Wolf, he was saying, don't cold approach. Just put yourself in high value social situations or create. And I'm like, y'all motherfuckers. I'm like, dudes ain't even ready to do that. You gotta learn how to crawl before you walk. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the shit. You feel me? But yo, man, I appreciate the call, brother. I'ma holla.
Yo, G.
All right, peace. Later. All right. So I'm gonna take one more call, and I gotta head up out of this motherfucker. Right. All right, this motherfucker trolling. This motherfucker's trolling. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
What's going on, Dominic?
What's going on, bro?
What's happening? So I just have a question. In one of your videos, you talk about how guys kind of get flustered when they're approaching girls because of preconceived notions, which she's like really hot or whatever.
Mm.
And I kind of got past this a while ago, but it's still kind of in the back of my head. What's some tips you can give me to like kind of help that?
Oh, your phone's breaking up a little bit. Say that again.
I was saying like, so about the whole preconceived notion thing when it comes to dealing with like hot women and all that, like, making like, stories up about the girl in your head before you can go and talk to her.
Mm.
How do you kind of get past that? Like, how can you retrain yourself to not think that way?
To not think of like stories in your head of like her not wanting to fuck with you and all that other shit?
That type of shit, yeah.
Well, the thing is, one is just getting used to dealing with those women and also sort of expecting them to want you. You feel what I'm saying? But two is being free from the outcome. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times what happens is that dudes are too outcome dependent that sort of fucks their shit up in the moment. Because they're so concerned about what's going to happen. How's she going to look at me? Am I going to embarrass myself? Is she going to reject me? All this other extra shit. And that fucks up your situation. So the thing is, in the back of your head, you're thinking, yeah, I want to fuck with this girl. I want the shit to go down. I want to make something happen, right? You can have that in the back of your head, but you still want to be outcome dependent from the situation. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like, like if you have a basketball team, right? It's either one or two things going to happen. You're going to win the game or you're going to lose the game. In every game you play, you're either going to win or you're going to lose. So if you're so worried about losing or so worried about winning, then you're not going to be focused in the game. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So it's just being focused in the moment and doing those things, because those things usually will yield you the result of winning most of the time. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you have the outcome in the back of your head, like, yeah, I definitely want to win, but at the same time, you're still, you're not depending on the outcome, because that's going to make it harder for you to play the game. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
You feel me?
Okay, and so also, yeah, I got you. And then, so like when it comes to like you dealing with the girls, like the hottest ones you really want, you only focus on those ones, or do you kind of like play bill with everybody? You see what I mean? Like, do you have to like only go for the 9s, the 10s, and all that? Or,
no, you go for whoever the fuck you go for whoever you're attracted to, whoever you want to be with or talk to, or interact with. That's who you go for. So you might see a girl who's a 9, you might see a girl who you think is a 6, but you attracted to that 6 for some reason, and then you fucking go for that. You feel what I'm saying? But it doesn't change, how you do it based off of if she is 6 or a 9 or a 10. You feel what I'm saying? It's still the same protocol, because sometimes what happens is that and this is something you got to catch, because sometimes what happens is that when you're talking to a girl that you're really interested in, you're like, oh my God, this chick is like bad. Like, she's like exactly my type. She's so fucking hot. Oh my God. So what happens is now you become so attached to the idea of having her. So again, this is still the you being dependent on the outcome. So now, because she's such your type and you're like, oh my God, she's so bad, what happens is that you're not as calm, cool, and collected as you would have been normally. So you automatically start to, you know, do more shit, act more extra, fucking even probably be more nervous, whatever the fuck it is. But you're not really in your natural element because there's a feeling of attachment already. You understand what I'm saying? Just like how I was saying how, you know, I was talking to the caller earlier where I was saying that the reason why it's easier for women to be flaky and fickle at the beginning is because there's no emotional attachment to you in a lot of cases. You see what I'm saying? So it's easy for her to be like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You want to have that same feeling when you meet any new woman, no matter how she looks, no matter how much she's your type, you want to have that same feeling of whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys, they get so emotionally attached to a woman just off of seeing her for a few seconds. Like, oh my God, she's so bad. She's exactly my type. Oh my God, she's my dream girl. And then that fucks up the interaction because you're already giving off the energy like, yo, I need you. You're already needy at this point. You didn't even say hi yet and you're already needy. You see what I'm saying? And that's a subconscious thing that she could feel that. She could see that. She's like, okay, you know, and that you're already starting off on the wrong foot. So the thing is that if you're, and this comes with being used to dealing with a lot of different women and used to interacting with women. That's why I say you got to go out there and talk to a lot of different women because what happens is you will need to desensitize yourself from those type of women because the fact that, and this is what I was saying to, I think I said this to somebody in an email coaching thing I did, where the fact that you're differentiating or asking about the 9 or the 10 already means that you've already put her on the pedestal. You've already made her different. You feel what I'm saying? So the mindset needs to be, how do I improve or how do I get more tight with my game dealing with women, period, and not about, oh, well, this girl's a 9 or this girl's a 10 or this girl's a 6. You know, how do I go after the 9? That shouldn't even be a question because the fact you're asking the question already implies that you most likely won't get her anyway asking those type of questions because you've already put her on a pedestal in your mind on a subconscious level because you think there's something different or special or, you know, something significant you have to do more to get that girl. You see what I'm saying? And so once you desensitize yourself from that thought process, right? Once you realize that's not what it really is, then when you approach that girl who is the 9 or the 10, you're already approaching her just mad regular. I don't give a fuck if you're a 9 or a 10, like, what's good? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And you approach her just like any other girl. So you don't have the fear of losing her. You understand? A lot of times you'll have the fear of losing her because, again, you have the emotional attachment from the jump. Soon as you start to see, oh my God, she's so hot, that's already that emotional attachment. But if you see her and you be like, yeah, she's hot, she's cute, but you don't have that same, oh my God, your heart's beating now, oh my God, she's so bad, I don't know what to say. That type of shit, you're done. You feel what I'm saying? So you're already done. You might as well not even talk to her at that point. You feel what I'm saying? In most cases, because she's usually she's not going to be receptive to that. Because see, all women, it don't matter if they're a 9, 8, 9, or 10, or 1, 2, or 3, or a 4, 5, and a 6, whatever. It don't matter what you look at her as. Women respond to masculine energy. And masculine energy is not, oh my God, she's hot. Oh my God, I don't know what this. That's not masculine energy. You being all flustered around a girl, that's not masculine energy. You see what I'm saying? Masculine energy is like, yo, you, come here. Let me talk to you for a second. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're dominant, you're commanding, you're aggressive. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't make me flustered. I'm supposed to make you flustered. I'm supposed to make you feel, I remember, I think it was Alan Roger Curry who said this, if I'm not mistaken. He was like, how it's good to make the girl feel uncomfortable sometimes. Because dude, he's talking about, well, you got to make the girl feel comfortable. Fuck that. Make her feel a little uncomfortable. You understand? Because a lot of times, that right there, and when I say uncomfortable, I don't mean uncomfortable in a way where she feels like she's about to die or something, but uncomfortable in a way where she feels that energy from you, like, oh my God, this guy's a fucking man. Like, shit, like, I'm a little nervous talking to this dude because he's just so fucking masculine. You understand? And that's the type of shit that gets a girl's pussy wet. That's the type of shit that makes a girl like gravitate to you. That energy of like, yo, I'm fucking here. I'm dominant. Like I'm masculine, and that's gonna gravitate her to you. And so you can't have that energy if you get so emotionally attached to a chick just based off of her looking like your fucking, dream girl or something. Even that statement, dream girl. What the fuck is your dream girl? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that makes it harder for you to get shit popping. You see what I mean? So you got to be very calm, very cool, very chill, and unmovable. You understand what I'm saying with this shit? You understand? That's the key. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, good looks. I appreciate that.
So that's what it is, bro. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right, I'm holla. Peace.
Yeah, good looking out. I appreciate you. All right, see you.
All right, man, I'm holla. All right, people. It is about that time. So remember, guys, make sure you get this book, How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Also, make sure you guys go to Bad Boy Membership to join the Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. You feel what I'm saying? If you're not on the Bad Boy Membership, you are slipping. You understand? I'm telling you guys, you need to get up on the membership. The membership is crazy. It's like this. There's so much information on there. Like, there's so much programs on there now. If you were to listen to the membership starting right now, it will take you. It would actually take you about probably 2.5, maybe 3 days to listen to all the shit straight through without sleeping. You feel what I'm saying? That's how much information there is on there for you to step up your game. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where I break down a lot of different stuff. So make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Shout out to April MC with her sexy ass in the chat, putting the Bad Boy Membership link on there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy Membership. I'm telling you, because this next month, what I'm going to put on there is somebody who was on the membership gave me an idea. He was saying that I should do a program on how to get more comfortable being sexual with a woman, because he's like, a lot of guys, they're not comfortable doing this shit. So I was like, that's a very good idea. So I'm going to break down, how to be more comfortable being sexual around a woman, because we talk about building sexual tension, being bold, being direct, all that other shit. And so I'm going to break down how to do that and how to be more comfortable in those situations, and sort of like the reactions you'll get from women, and how to make this shit pop off. You feel what I'm saying? But let me shout out everybody in the chat. Shout out to Kenwood Drive, Costas, Rob Garcia, Sex God, Nez. Shout out to you. April MC, shout out to you. Big Stain, K-Zaggin20 in the chat. Big Jim, Global Voice of the Manosphere. Rand64. Who else was up in here? Tony Legan. Costas, I think I said Costas. Chill E, Simple Sean. Who else? Joe Blast, Six Sounds. Who else is up in here? Motorcycles and Guns, hilarious. Rom Riley, True Savage. Who else is up in here? John Michael. What up? Shout out to you. Tusami Steve. Make sure you guys get those likes up. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody in the chat. I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.